Testing the mic. 1, 2, testing. All right. We'll go ahead and start the press conference for Team Liquid, your LCS Spring Champions. Congratulations, guys. We have journalists here in the room and also on Discord. So if you're in the Discord chat, please type your questions and I'll read them out loud for you. Otherwise, media in the room, feel free to start asking questions.
Not everyone at once.
Slow down, slow down. Yeah, go ahead, Cassie.
Yeah, how do you feel about winning the final 17?
I said it in like our players' rooms, but I think individually, all 5 players played really well, and we all stepped up today. So I think it was hard to give out the MVP to someone, but it was very nice to get it for myself.
Next question in chat for APA. The broadcast showed the all chat during Game 4, and it featured your writing, "Losing finals to APA?" to Jensen in reference to a tweet that Jensen made about facing you before today. What were you trying to convey there?
Everyone likes to think I'm shit, so it's just funny that everyone is also losing to a shit player like myself.
Emotion.
One more from the Discord for Umti. It's been quite a road for you to reach this point with Team Liquid, from constantly being at the bottom of the LCK for a few years.
That's fact.
Hey.
It's fact.
But you are now an LCS champion. So as you look back on your journey to the top, what is something that made a difference for you as a player and helped you be in this current position?
I don't know. Like, I just think that actually I learned from Rainover and Spawn a lot about the team fights a lot. So that makes me very valuable at the late game. Yeah, that's kind of helpful. And I think I just have good teammates from Impact and Ian, APA and Jan and Core did a very great job at today. Like, so I just think they're just good players. So I just got the win at here.
He's saying it was Morgan's fault, but like.
But I have to say to Morgan, thank you for cheering, because starting from Morgan cheering, we won. So yes.
Jan, we spoke 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago, and you talked about how your mindset had changed and you were approaching the game, putting everything on the line when you played. How does it feel to see that rewarded now?
Individually, it feels pretty nice that it's finally working out. But I will say it makes my job a lot easier, especially when my teammates have been working hard the entire year. So I will say I think there's very rare where all 5 players weren't in the room until like at least 11 p.m. every day during scrim. Even during like off days, I think all 5 players would be there. So more than individual, I'm happy that I could believe in my team.
Over there.
You were there.
My soul is there. We know your risks are.
Next question for Impact. With this finals win, you now have 6 LCS titles throughout your career.
Hell yeah.
Where do you think this win specifically ranks among your other LCS championships, and why do you feel about that? Why do you feel that way about this particular series? Rank your wins 1 to 6.
Do you even remember?
Do you remember it?
Right.
That was 5 years ago.
Hit hard at 30.
I mean, I won in tier. I was first win, second win, 4 wins tier, and 5 win is in easy. But this year, actually, in playoff, I feel like same situation the easy, like same situation going to down bracket, and I was thinking, wait, this is actually same situation as 2022. I feel like maybe we can win. I was afraid that we have to lose against bracket. This is actually same against tier 2022. And like, oh, maybe we are in the good situation. So, and yesterday I was pretty the same situation actually, and maybe that's right. I mean, I was pretty like I get confident from my teammate how we played it, just I just need to play. I just do my job, and just shit on enemy top if possible scan. Then maybe you got 6 title, and I got 6 title, and let's see we can stack 2 or not. I'm just happy.
So what's the rank of this
Rank.
win? That's the
Oh,
question.
or rank. Win is win. Like
You're saying
I mean, okay, I can give first one is was
First win.
yeah, first win is important. Important to me because before watch I cannot win that.
Yeah.
Like I played 3 year in their time, and I think I couldn't win that. I also lose in final. That first win made me emotional to like kind of happy so much. But now like, okay, yeah, I'm saying I'm more
Just another one for the trophy case.
dash rank just person.
Any other questions? Cassie.
Yeah, question to Impact and Core here. As veteran players, what's your motivation behind playing so long? What's the secret of like staying on top for so long?
Do you have idea?
I don't know. I just don't want to lose to the other players. If you don't want to lose, you need to do something. So I didn't want to lose to anyone.
I saw them. I think they're just doing their job very well. That's all. That's their very improvement.
we are
I should run from
We are good worker. Yeah, hard worker.
Yeah.
Good hard worker.
Next question.
Are you a clown or something?
From hard worker.
Next question for Jan and APA. Both of you became LCS champions for the first time in your career after starting out in the lower levels of NA Pro League. So, how do you feel about your progression from the time you debuted in the LCS to now, and what helped you get to this current position?
I would say coming up, I learned a lot from Core JJ. I think Core JJ helped me a lot. Core JJ and Core JJ. Core JJ.
Is this AI?
Maybe Core JJ.
I think you forgot Core JJ.
Yeah. But honestly, I would say I learned a lot every time. I think I learned a decent amount even when I was in academy, thanks to Core. But I would say I learned how to play a team game thanks to Spawn. And then when I went to the LCS, I would say my team game was fine, but my individual performance and my first year in like LCS was lacking because I did not focus on that as much. But then I think I became more of a complete player as my LCS career was going on and on.
I think for me, I think just a lot of people put faith into me and trust in me. I had a very good skill set under either certain characters or certain things within the game, and then like I would just talk with everyone, like Impact Core, Rainover, Spawn, like Roamer, the Academy mid, like genuine anyone, Rapistar as well, that would be willing to help me and just like Jan said, become a more complete player. And then at the start of the split, I most definitely wasn't a complete player, and I still don't think I am, to be honest with you. But shout out to them. They all like helped me tremendously throughout the split.
Did you say that?
Umpty response.
No, Umti made me a worse player, actually.
Any other questions from the room? Cassie.
To APA, I know you're really good at playing Ziggs and have really high win rate on this champion. Do you think Ziggs works because like you're really good at it, or do you think like Ziggs itself is a really good champion for current meta and other mid laners should start playing Ziggs as well?
I think people just don't know what the champion does.
Egon.
This is for Jodo. Jodo, with this win, you now become one of the most successful general managers in LCS history.
Fire Dodo.
Fire Dodo.
Boo.
What has been one of the key attributes that has led to years of success when you look for a team?
Um, the thing I told this to my players too, but the thing that I value the most out of my players and the staff that I bring on is work ethic and hardworking. And I can confidently say our team is the hardest working team in LCS, and I've been following that since I joined Team Liquid. So I think it's just feels really good to be rewarded for all the work that we put in as a team. So yeah, I think if we can just keep this up, I just enjoy the moment, the work that the guys put in. So I think we can do something really good throughout the year.
Question from chat. Spawn, FlyQuest were on a great run throughout this split and were seen as the favorite for this grand finals. For Team Liquid to win 4 games in such a resounding fashion, what do you think made the difference today from your perspective?
Honestly, I think that we expected to have to go through FlyQuest and C9, whereas I don't think FlyQuest probably expected to have to go through us. Was one of the major differences. I think that when you don't go into a game with like 100% of like the right mentality, that there's not that much difference between these teams, right? And I think credit to my players is we really prepped for every individual team we were going to play, but every individual matchup we were going to play. And I can just see that, in my opinion, the same level of prep wasn't carried out across the playoffs. So I always felt that we were really prepared. I think that individuals really took ownership of that. And against certain teams, we needed people to be able to sacrifice, and we were willing to do that. And against other teams, we needed certain people to step up and really own it. Great example is, when we're playing against Jojo, a lot of our attention is actually taking playmaking away from him, as opposed to like allowing APA to like smash his lane, and he will like drop the ego and do that for us. Whereas, today, I think that Ian's allowed to really step up and shine on some of his majors because he's playing against another major player in Jensen. So I think that, that's how we approached it, every series one at a time. And I think that, when I think about how other people kind of did it, it's like, they were just more concentrating on themselves, internal focus, maybe not for TL. And I also think, with all due respect to a lot of people out there, they must have like either forgotten about who some of the players on our team were, or been not fucking watching the games very well, because I think we have like 2 of the greatest players from North America of all time on our team. So like counting us out is kind of crazy at any point in this season, So really happy we got to shut some people up today.
Were those teammate Dodo and Immortal? I was just wondering.
I mean, they're pretty good to work with as well. I mean, I said it in the interview yesterday, but if you have Core JJ and Impact on your team, you kind of know what you're going to do at every point in the game. And I really feel like, credit to them being the 2 of the hardest workers in the room.
So to go along with that, just because he's not on this stage right here, right now, any player that wants to speak on this, what is it like working with Rainover to be a part of the staff to achieve this victory despite multiple roster changes and everything over the last couple of years being part of the project?
I'll grab this one first if I can, because Rainover was really, really kind enough to me as the academy coach last year to welcome me into the LCS coaching staff during playoffs and Worlds. And Rainover will tell you I'm a pain in the ass to work with. And we had some moments at Worlds especially. And then we sat down afterwards and we really buried the hatchet. And I really wanted to work with Rainover because I think Eugen has such an insane mind for the game. And so to be able to do that, to be able to like step into the strategic coach role and, give 110% after he led the program last year is just, I mean, it's insane to me. So, hats off to him. This win is definitely, he's a huge contributing factor to our success this split.
I was just curious. I think Rainover is just I think I just don't need a lot of sentence. I just think he's a very, very good coach for every players, and he's just always fair. So I think he's just a good coach.
Slowly down, man.
I was going.
No trash talking.
Be honest.
Just kidding. I will say Rainover works very hard and does his best to help us, but gameplay aside and like strategic things aside, I think his personality is very nice to work with, especially because I would say besides Umti, all of us are very serious and very like low emotions, low like happiness level, especially like I mean, it's true. Besides Umti, all of us are like pretty negative people. So Umti and Rainover being here is definitely nice. Besides gameplay wise.
Actually, the gameplay wise, also it was really good because we built up something from the last year. We bring good plays from the last year to this year. I really appreciate it. And then outside of game, one day we were not doing well during the scrim, and then Lenovo was not in the room because he was like prepping for the other team. Told him, "We need you back. Our house is burning. Lenovo, it's not time to scouting enemy team. We need to take care of our team."
It was that time I was being negative. So like, hello, man.
Any other questions in the room?
Okay, one more. Okay, go ahead.
I'll ask the same question I asked. Bob, so you can hear it. Who do you guys want to face at MSI, and how are you feeling about that? I think everyone can say player.
I want to be Faker this time around.
To me, same as EG 2022 MSI time, Bean and Zeus.
Ooh. I'm quite different with these guys because I against LCK and FL players too a lot. So like I just want to against Ike, the G2 player. Like I feel he's very good player, so I want to learn from him. Yeah.
I don't know. Currently, BLG and Genji looks the strongest team in the world, so I want to beat them.
Maybe R7 and KT. They'd be fun to play against. I think Deft and Barrel are really good. CEO and Long. Sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing that name.
So mean. ATR's out, man.
Oh, yeah. They sub Lowbreak.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're so mean.
I thought they had
Don't worry, we'll get him in boot camp.
I thought they were lower brackets though.
Yesterday.
Yeah, K to lose.
Today, actually.
Nice, man.
That's all right. You're almost sleeping because he was prepared for the
know.
game. That's good.
I didn't know.
Nice, man.
I thought they had lower bracket.
How about you?
We'll do one more from online and one more from the room. So for Core JJ, you are back at MSI for only the second time in your career and the first in 5 years. As one of the 2 present members of Team Liquid that were a part of the 2019 squad, what is the biggest difference you see in this year's team than your previous iteration?
Do you remember the member?
You're calling him old?
Yeah, I remember their name. I don't have like specific like any other reason like thinking compared to the 5 years ago and this year. I mean, recently you can go to MSI as a second place team, which is different than before. But I'm very glad that we go to the MSI as the first seed, which is same as before, and feels nice. Yeah, I think I was confident 5 years ago, and I will be confident this time too.
Question from the room? Anyone? Okay. Good. Arsh?
Yesterday, this is for Dodo, I guess. Yesterday, Steve tweeted that with the win, TL would be going outside and potentially be split up. Does that mean that they've invited Team Liquid will be attending up?
I don't have all the details, obviously. I think Steve does a little bit more. But I know I've heard that Esports World Cup is happening. And if we are invited, I think it's all invitations. We just don't know all the process or anything just yet. So you'll be pretty great to compete over there because I think it will be similar to like MSI Worlds. So if we have the chance, I think it'll be really fun.
One more, Deacon.
Each split, each team is different. You guys will probably be the same going to summer. Use one word to describe this split.
Can I do first? Oh, you do first.
Hiring.
Yeah, agree.
Hiring?
Agree.
Ah.
For me, it was emotional.
Also agree.
For me, it's improvement because I wish beginning of the season.
That's more than one word.
Yeah, beginning of the season, I said in the interview, I wish our team get better every day by little, and then I think we did. So improvement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like Paul, but I'm probably more negative. I would say like vindication. It's like at the start of the split, like I told a lot of people, I'm going to get called back to the best support in North America. I'm going to bring impact into the team, and we're going to form a good relationship, even though I'm a first-year LCS coach. And I really trusted Umti coming over here as well. Actually, my interview with Umti, like the first time, Dodo probably remembers as well. I was like, wow, I love this guy's personality. He's going to be such a good fit for this team. And then, trusting my 2 rookies that I brought up with me from academy. So, to be able to, do what I said I was going to do, it feels very, very good.
Yeah, I have I have one word here. I think it's impact. So yeah, just explaining, it's like our game was kind of one way, it was like impactful, I guess, at the playoffs. So I wanna put the words as an impact and easier.
What's your word, impact?
Uptight.
Top guy.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Team Liquid. Appreciate it. Any final words you want to say?
Thank you, Honda. Thank you, Honda. Oh, actually, we forgot that. We should say thank you, Honda.